Impatience comes from programming because they keep making things shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter and faster and faster and faster. So you want things yesterday. But if something has the capability of running faster, but for some reason it's running slow, then that's not impatience. That's just not utilizing its fullest capabilities. You have to understand what evanescence means and impertinence. That's what your patience and your concentration, attention span, and your focus is becoming. It's becoming basically non-existent. So you have to have these things in order to create things of substance. And you have to give it time. Because what's happening is once you place your intention inside your sacred space, it automatically becomes a metaphysical reality. It has a vibrational physical equivalent, but it takes time to materialize that because it's lower and slower and more dense. It has to catch up to where your sacred space is, metaphysically speaking. So you already have it because you've already placed yourself in that vibrational environment, that field of energy, that atmosphere, and you're already speaking its language by becoming the embodiment of these things because you are source. You are the everything of everything and beyond. So there's nothing to worry about. So just be patient. Utilize your fullest potential by realizing that if things are running slow, it's not on your end because you're right up there with beyond the speed of light. The physical takes time because your energy that you've placed in your sacred space, it has to cut through all of the density of all of this, these people, the system, Earth, all of the life on Earth. It isn't just your energy. So, and especially if you told people about your dreams and your aspirations and your intentions, which you should never do. You should never seek directions from anyone to where your dreams are located, who they themselves are lost in life. Don't tell anybody anything about your dreams, your aspirations, and your intentions until they're realized, until they reach fruition. And you ask me, well, why is that? Well, because even though they mean you well and they wish you well to your face, more than 9 times out of 10, they don't. So secretly, when they're not near you, they're wishing your demise. And yes, this applies to your family too, your friends, your neighbors, siblings, spouse, your children. It doesn't matter. They're just people. You have to remove that title away from that individual and just assess them as an energy. The more people you tell your business to, the more they have access to the inner sanctum, your sacred space, and they don't belong there. And that is the higher the probability you will encounter of things being hampered and hindered and slowed down and bogged down and coming to a grinding halt. So it's always wise to not say anything to anyone about anything until they've been realized and then go tell the world, because at that point it's too late. They cannot destroy it. It's already been realized. Just like you cannot destroy something that has not been created yet, you can't destroy something that's already finished and complete, because their negative emotional energy will tether itself to your intentions if they have not been realized yet. You have to understand how it works. Whenever you care more about what someone thinks about you than when you think about what you think about yourself, you're giving them a great power to hurt you or heal you. And how many of them actually want to heal you? Not too many. So you also realize that you're surrendering your energy to them because you're seeking validation from this external source instead of giving it to yourself through the power of self-love. So by doing that, you're allowing them to take control of your life. And they're going to play with the knobs and the switches and the buttons and the levers, and they're going to slow things down, probably even stop it, maybe even destroy the mechanism itself. So nothing works. Instead of you remaining inside that control booth and not saying anything to anyone until everything is already done, we're finished and realized, and then at that point, there's nothing they can do. That's like trying to say that you are going to put an end to the invention of automobiles, meaning that you're going to prevent them from ever being invented or created. You can't, because here they are. Decades of them, right? That's what I'm trying to say. They've already been realized. You can't stop it. So don't say anything to anybody. Your intentions, your dreams, keep them to yourself. And once they're realized, nobody can say anything to you because it's too late. Then tell the world. You have to be able to know when to be quiet and when to speak out. And also when to be patient and when to realize that you're not using your full potential. So that mechanism that's running at faster than the speed of light, if it's slow and low, you're doing it to yourself because you're not giving it the power it requires to run at its optimum peak efficiency. And when it starts to produce things, be patient and give the physical time, because it has to take time to catch up to where that metaphysical energy instantaneously has always been. You have to be able to see how this process works. Have patience, trust the process, and just know that you have it already. It's more than belief. And just live within that state of absolute knowing. And also, that's where you will come to reconnect with your happiness again, because everything's going to work out for you, not against you. Trust me.